Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Ms. Roxanne, and this is Daily Rambles. Today we're doing Season 1, Episode 11 of Avatar The Last Airbender, called The Great Divide. So we start off with Katara and Sokka are bickering over the campsite because Sokka didn't want to put up a tarp because it's a dry season, and Katara's like, I really want you to have it up, and he's like, no. So, and then Sokka started fighting over firewood, so Aang just told him to switch duties, and that was that. Then we cut to where the next morning, and they're at the Great Divide, and they ran into a tribe, and then another one came up, and they don't get along. One is very groomed, and the other one's kind of wild and kind of messy. So they don't like each other. They've been bickering for 100 years, and then the Earthbender guide, because you got to have a guide to go through this canyon. It was like, okay. And so Aang got the both tribes to walk together, and then they don't get along. And the tour guide said, you got to eat all your food, and y'all can go a day without eating, because they start complaining about it. And it's like, oh, I'm sorry. Do you want to get eaten? Then eat your food, and we're leaving in 10 minutes. So, and also Appa is going to take the stick actively on Appa, and like I said, no food allowed. And so they go down the canyon, and the Earthbender created a passageway to get down, and then he destroys so the Fire Nation won't follow them. And then a canyon crawler popped up and got the guy, and so Sokka and Katara rescued the guy, and then literally he hurt both his arms. I think Katara said they were broken. And then we cut to where they're trapped in the canyon, and so the tribes blame each other. So Aang starts to split them up, and told Sokka and Katara to go to each of the tribes, and they both get along with both the tribes and hear conflicting stories on why they don't like each other, like at all. So basically, the first one was let's see here. It says 100-year-old feud. So basically, what's his name? Jim Wei was transporting a orb to the east of the West Gate to simulate the sun rising and setting, where Wei Jin attacked him, and then the Ganjin side is that Wei Jin helped Jin Wei, and he got arrested for 20 years in prison. Then the next morning, Aang talks to the guide. Oh, and they snuck food in. Both of them did. And so the next morning, they're almost at the other side, and they need to way up the cliff, and then they argue, and then Aang tries to break it up, and then they fight with swords, so Aang broke that up as well. And all the food popped out, and so all the canyon crawlers came up, and so that was not pretty. And so, but Aang found a way to use them to ride up the canyon. Basically, it's like one of those horse things you put over your mouth so they can eat. So that's what they did, and they crawled up the canyon. And then, as they were about to fight again, Aang said that they were actually twins, and there were 8, and redemption was a game, and it wasn't 20 years, it was 20 minutes, because he said, oh, I actually knew them. And so the tribes basically forgive each other, and they're going to go travel to Ba Sing Se together. And then they make amends, and then Katara's like, you were so lucky that you knew them back then. And he's like, lucky or I lied. And that was the end of the episode. It was kind of a stupid episode, to be honest with you, but I still enjoyed it for the most part. But honestly, I gave it like a B plus. I mean, it was so dumb. I was like, it was a filler episode through and through, but I was like, wow. But in a way, Aang lies, like, technically, he's not supposed to lie, really. So I was like, okay, that's weird. But anyway, other than that, it was a good episode. And we learned about another culture and what the Fire Nation's doing to all these villages, and that the refugees trying to get to Ba Sing Se. I can't remember if I said that at the beginning, but anyway. That's one do for this video. So this video, please go to like, comment down below to what you think. Do you agree, disagree? Tell me your thoughts down below, and don't forget to subscribe because it does help out the channel a lot. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye, everybody.